In the 10th Parliament, a motion moved by the Budadiri West Member of Parliament, Nandala Mafabi, was adopted for the House to consider audit reports without the scrutiny of the accountability committees. The reasoning behind the move was the inability by the committees to consider the accumulated Auditor General's reports. Now this will be repeated as announced by the Speaker of Parliament, Anita, as the House resumed business from recess.
Asking for an omnibus adoption of reports because we had run out of time and we needed to complete the accountability cycle. And that's what we are going to do to those reports that are not considered at committee level.
Among indicated that it would not be feasible for the committees to process the accumulated reports.
We are disappointed. Most of the reports have not been concluded. When you look at Park Kosase, they had 107 reports. 4 have been considered. 1 is going to be considered today. There is a balance of 103.
A member of the Committee on Commission, Statutory Authorities and State Enterprises, Engineer Richard Sebamala, says less than 10 reports were deemed critical for handling out of over 100 reports the committee should have scrutinized.
So actually we are looking at ourselves as a committee that is actually working, having worked on 4 out of 7. However, when the Speaker brought it up, I managed to look up on some other issues, and I actually realized that even these other entities had very pertinent issues that needed to be looked at, and we are very bad on it. So the chairman of Kosase should pull up his stocks now.
The MPs who spoke to NTV were concerned about this move.
It's just unfortunate that now the Auditor General's reports will be handled omnibus. That one ensures now the culprits in the qualified reports to survive it. They will survive proper questioning, they will survive prosecution, they will survive everything. So that means that now they are having a field day.
It is important that we peruse through these reports and we recommend adequately, because we are going to be responsible for the outcome of the omnibus. Because it has happened many times, we find that Auditor General has recommended something that is outrageous. It has happened before. So,
problem could be resources, but really as Parliament, and we are the people's representative. We cannot think that we are now doing our work as people's representative when we continue to handle things in an omnibus way like that. So for me, I wouldn't support that kind of position. There should be resources for committees of Parliament.
They suggested the need to devise measures to tackle the challenge of how to handle the many audit reports. One alternative is the splitting of committees into multiple subgroups to handle specific reports. Jackson Onyango, NTV at Parliament.
Of not merely a plantation,